really small words. Well, I just realized this is gonna show. All right guys, let's go through my living room. As you saw, I included other spaces in the house as well, but primarily this video is the update to this living room. I just felt like something was missing with it. I didn't know quite what it was, so this has just been like my personal journey to kind of get it to a place like I just really thoroughly enjoy, and I love the final result. This is very much me, and I love the carpet. I've just really struggled with rugs, but I am actually gonna repurpose the green rug, maybe outside or in my bedroom. I've been like going back and forth. So we are gonna be doing a patio makeover as well, so stay tuned for that. But let's start with this corner. I made no changes up here. All of this remains the same. And then over in this section, I added these little lights that you saw. I got these from Amazon. I will link everything I can down below. The topiary trees have stayed the same. And then I was just feeling so incredibly nostalgic lately. I've been watching a lot of my vlogs back from the house that I shouldn't have sold. And so while I got some new things, I rearranged some existing things, I also pulled out some old things. So comment, let me know if you've been with me since I had the sign, and comment, let me know if you remember where I had this sign in that house. But anyways, so as you can see though, this is blocking the TV a little bit, so I'm probably gonna have to get a different stand, but for now we're just gonna roll with it. Obviously you saw that I had picture frames here, but then I removed them. They're actually in this drawer right here. I just think I need different frames. I was gonna go in a different color direction. I was gonna go with like yellows and blues, and I was even gonna do like pink flowers over there. And cause you know, Micah was like giving me some advice, but then I was just like, I'm just not a colorful girl. I'm a neutral girl, and like this is just where I live right now. So that's why you saw, you know, some of these frames be like yellow, blue, pink, that kind of thing. And so I am going to reuse those frames, but as far as out here, I'll probably need some different frames to make those photos work. So that's going to be a project in the future. And then over here, I decided that I needed a floor lamp. I really love lighting. I love ambiance. This house at night is probably the most calm thing ever, and it really does help with like everything, just how I feel, you know, just feeling good, feeling calm, feeling relaxed. So lighting is actually really important to me when I decorate. So I found this beautiful scallop trimmed rattan floor lamp from Amazon. Has a little bit of gold detail here, and so there's the gold detail there as well. And then I got this little table from Amazon. I went with brown instead of black, and I'm glad I did, because then I did the black vase. So, you know, just kind of doing all of my neutral colors here. And then I actually got this idea from a creator from TikTok. So it's not my idea, but as you saw, I used a sticker book. It's full of stickers. It looks like an art book, but it's actually stickers. And I will link that book down below. And then I got the same exact frame that she did. I used the same exact photo that she used. And that's just one of like her tricks when she like puts artwork around her house. And I thought it was really cool and unique. I'll try to tag that creator down below. And then this is my vintage magazine rack. I actually used it for Christmas time. It was my wrapping station. And then I was actually gifted all of these vintage magazines. So I think they look super cute, and then I'll continue to collect as I go. And then of course, my kryptonite is pillows. It's always been pillows. I've really struggled, but I really feel like for once in my life, I hit it out of the ballpark. And it did take me several pillows to return from Amazon and several returns to Home Goods. So I did buy a lot of pillows, but the ones I didn't use did get returned. So this pillow is from Home Goods. As you can see, there's this beautiful sage green back, has a lovely stripe detail, and then this cross pillow covers from Amazon. so Home Goods. And then I did add this blanket here on the side from Home Goods, and I love the neutral brown stripes in it as well. And then over on the couch, this pillow covers from Amazon. As you saw, I did start off with black pillows, but they were actually velvet. So I did change them out, and I got these with the fringe to add some depth and dimension to the eye. And then this was my best find, also from Amazon. It comes in multiple colors. I was so happy because this is the most perfect brown for me. Like, it just pairs so well with the rug. And then this pillow is from Home Goods. It was the one that I chose in the end over the green and the yellow one. And then we have those there. And then I do have my star blanket here. Then we have just a black blanket here. And then over on this chair, we've got this same pillow cover from Amazon, and then this pillow from Home Goods. There was another creator that I have been following on TikTok, and she has this like vintage half stool, and she puts it right up against her couch as well. And I just thought that was so cute. Of course, mine isn't vintage, it's new production, but the shape of it is actually a vintage style. And I decided to go with black, although they do come in multiple colors, and they do come in a pack of 2. So I actually don't really need that one there, to be honest, and it shouldn't be there. But I don't know where else to put it, and you can't see it really from any other angle other than this one. And then I have this star candle holder that I got from Home Goods. And as you saw, the other thing that I did do was I moved my lamps, and I just think it looks so much better. The lamps used to be on each side of those chairs. Now let's go over the updates to my kitchen area. Now this has moved from my entryway, so it is a repurposed piece, and my entryway has lamps now, so this doesn't sit out there anymore, but I repurposed it to the center of the island, and I actually love how it looks. I have a lot of greenery going on, and yeah. Okay, then over here you saw that I took away my St. Patty's Day decor. If you're part of my membership, we're gonna be decorating this soon for 4th of July. So if you wanna be part of my membership, it's linked down below. We're gonna remove all of my spring movies, and we're gonna put in summer movies, and then we're gonna decorate it for 4th of July. We're gonna pull out my red, white, and blue stars from Dollar Tree, and I have a new lamp for over here. This is Loki's calendar and medicine for his ear infection, which, by the way, he's finally seeing a vet dermatologist, and she loves Loki. She's taking really good care of him, and we are healing his ear, thank God. Okay, then over here, I actually didn't show you guys, but I've got these from Temu, and so I placed those stars there. And then this picture actually used to be back there, and then I framed it to the center, and I think that looks so much better. And then over in this corner, I have this little potted plant. Y'all, I've had this since the house I shouldn't have sold. I've had this for a long time. And then I got all of these wooden spoons from Temu. And then I had a Temu jar, if you watched my Temu haul, but then I ordered this vase, and it was for my office, but it turned out to be smaller than I wanted it to be. So I repurposed it in here, and I think it looks so much better. So, and then I have this little tiny cloche, and I'll just put like a cupcake in here, but that's that side. I removed the little clover from there, and then over in this section, nothing really new other than I have those stars right here, and I have my little spring mug sitting here. And also, if you haven't seen, well, some of my mugs are being washed right now, but we're gonna remove this, and we're gonna be doing summer mugs. And the rug, I forgot to mention the rug. That's actually what kind of started all of this too. I wanted the rugs to just match. I wanted the house to feel like it was flowing better than it was. I just felt like there were just broken pieces to the house. Like, it just didn't feel like one whole cohesive place. And so I bought the matching runner to the living room rug, and so I have one here, and then as you saw, I also put it in here. So this is one big rug, whereas before I had the 2 separate ones. Is that Loki has his own artwork for where he eats. So, and of course this is a lab. I actually got this picture from Amazon, so I'll link it down below if you have a black lab, but for all intended purposes, we're gonna pretend this is Loki. And speaking of Loki, here he is. But that's it for my makeover. I didn't do anything to the kitchen nook area, but please subscribe, come back, hang out with me, go through life with me, and I'm gonna do an update to the backyard patio, and it's gonna be so good, so fun. So I'll see you guys there. Bye.